Representative Rich. The House will come to order. Please join Representative Woog in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Please join me with honor in our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Shebel, please call the roll.
Representatives Mabile, Bacon, Baisley. You guys see Baisley? Representative Baisley's excused. Benavidez. Burnett. Byrd. Bockenfeld.
Here.
Basenecker.
Here.
Bradfield. Caraveo. Carver.
Here.
You see? Oh, on the screen. Catlin. Oh, Representative Catlin is excused. Cutter. Doherty.
Here.
Duran. Rep Duran's excused too. Esgar. Exum.
Morning, sir.
Froelich. I know I saw her. Is she here? Geithner. Gonzalez Gutierrez. Gray. Hanks. Herod. You want to see Herod on the screen too? I can't hear him, sorry. Holtorf. Putin. No. Representative Putin's excused. Judah. Kennedy. Kipp. Larson. Lindsay. Wantine. Luck. Lynch. McCluskey. McCormick.
Here.
Gotcha. McKean. McLaughlin. Michelson Janae.
Present.
Mullica. Neville.
Here.
Ortiz.
Here.
Pelton. Pico.
Here.
Ransom.
Here.
Rich. Ricks. Have we seen Ricks at all this morning?
What's that?
Oh, is she on the... I haven't seen Ricks yet today. I haven't seen Ricks at all. Representative Ricks excused. Roberts. Sandridge. Sirota. Snyder. Soper.
Here.
Sullivan. Tipper. Titone. Valdez A. Valdez D. Van Beber. She's here? Oh. Van Beber's excused. Van Winkle.
Here.
Weissman. Will. Williams.
Here.
Woodrow. Woog. Young. And Mr. Speaker. Baisley's here. We got 60 again.
With 60 present, 5 excused, we have a quorum. Representative Woog.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that the Journal of Thursday, January 20th, 2022 be approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk.
Thank you, Representative Woog. Members, you have heard the motion that the journal be approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
That was really good. Look at that little group over there. All those opposed, no.
Oh.
You know, the ayes did a great job. The ayes have it. The motion passes. All right, that brings us to announcements and introductions. Representative Hanks.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I wanted to do a brief introduction, if I might. We have some young folks and their parents with them today.
Yeah, hold on, Representative Hanks. Hey, members, can we please direct our attention to the wall? Thanks very much. Representative Hanks.
Thank you again, Mr. Speaker. If I may introduce, please, Sherilyn Whiting and her daughter, Caitlin, Danielle O'Rourke, and children Kayla and Elias. Elias is in 5th grade. Caitlin and Kayla are in 8th grade at the Classical Academy Charter School in Colorado Springs. So wanted to welcome them and enjoy the opportunity to look around at the building and in the dome. Thank you, members.
Yep. Thank you, Representative Hanks, and welcome to the People's House. Representative Van Winkle.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And on behalf of myself and Representative Ransom, the Lone Tree Youth Commission is in the gallery today visiting their People's House. Welcome them. 9 very dedicated students.
Welcome. And they are here, Representative Van Winkle, and standing, so welcome to the House. Further announcements and introductions. Great. With that, Majority Leader Escar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that House Bill 1027 be made special orders on Friday, January 21st at 9:10 a.m.
Great. Members, as you see on your calendar, House Bill 1027 is on general orders for Monday, but I think it's my understanding that there is a time sensitivity to this piece of legislation. And so, seeing no objection, House Bill 1027 will be made special orders today, Friday, January 21st. Representative Bacon. Members, you have heard the motion. Seeing no objection, Representative Bacon will take the chair.
The committee will come to order. With your unanimous consent, the bill will be read by title unless there is a request for reading a bill at length. Committee reports are printed and in your bill folders. Floor amendments will be shown on the screen and on your iPads. Bills will be laid over upon motion of the majority leader, and the coat rule is relaxed. Okay. Ready? Okay. Mr. Schiebel, please read the title to House Bill 1027.
House Bill 1027 by Representatives Van Winkle and Kipp, also Senators Bridges and Woodward, concerning the extension of the small retailer exception to the sales and use tax destination sourcing rules.
Representative Kipp.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So
Miss,
I move
Okay.
HB 22-1027. I want to talk a little bit about this bill, but I want to allow my co-prime, who's over there on the wall, to speak about it first, if that's acceptable.
are there any committee reports?
There are no committee reports.
Okay, Representative Van Winkle.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, Representative Cape, for joining me in this very important bill for the people of Colorado. And thank you to the Speaker and Majority Leader for allowing us to get it on special orders. It was just in committee last night, but it's a very important bill for the hardworking taxpayers of Colorado and a very good bill to be the first one through the House. Just a true bipartisan effort that will help taxpayers of Colorado.
Representative Kipp.
Thank you. So why we have to move this bill so quickly is because it is a bill to help our small businesses with a tax exemption on sales and use tax, which will expire on February 1st unless we get this signed into law. So basically, it's a 9-month extension of that. I'm happy to answer any questions if anybody has any concerns, but basically, this will help our very smallest businesses in the state that have under $100,000 in revenue. So I urge an aye vote.
Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the question before us is the passage of House Bill 1027. You've heard the motion. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, say no. HB 27 is adopted. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move that the committee rise and report.
You have heard the motion. The committee will rise and report.
The House will come to order. Mr. Shi will please read the report of the Committee of the Whole.
Mr. Speaker, your Committee of the Whole begs leave to report it has under consideration the following attached bills, being the second reading thereof and making the following recommendations thereon. House Bill 1027 passed on second reading and ordered engrossed and placed on the calendar for third reading and final passage.
Members, there are no amendments at the desk. The question before us is the adoption of the report of the Committee of the Whole. Oh, actually, I've jumped a little ahead of that. Before we get to that, Representative Bacon. That is a proper motion. Thank you, Representative Bacon. Members, there are no amendments at the desk. The question before us is the adoption of the report of the Committee of the Whole. Mr. Shebel, please open the machine, and members, please proceed to vote.
It goes to you guys. Oh, wait. I think I need to do one more thing, sorry. Just a sec.
For those participating remotely, we're going to go from my top to the bottom. Representative Carver.
Yes.
Representative Carver votes yes. Representative Basenecker.
Yes.
Representative Basenecker votes yes. Representative Michelson-Janae.
Yes.
Representative Michelson-Janae votes yes. Representative McCormick.
Yes.
Representative McCormick votes yes. Representative Ortiz.
Yes.
Representative Ortiz votes yes. Representative Doherty.
Yes.
Representative Doherty votes yes. Representative Judah.
Yes.
Representative Judah votes yes. Representative Exum.
Yes.
Representative Exum votes yes. Representative Van Winkle.
Yes.
Representative Van Winkle votes yes. Representative Bockenfeld.
Yes.
Representative Bockenfeld votes yes. Representative Williams.
Yes.
Representative Williams votes yes. Representative Soper.
Yes.
Representative Soper votes yes. Representative Pico.
Yes.
Representative Pico votes yes. Representative Neville.
Yes.
Representative Neville votes yes. Representative Ransom.
Yes.
Representative Ransom votes yes. Representative Harrod.
Yes.
Representative Harrod votes yes. Please close the machine. With 61 aye votes, 0 no votes, and 4 excused, the report of the Committee of the Whole is adopted. That brings us to the end of the calendar and announcements and introductions. Are there any additional announcements and/or introductions? Representative Roberts.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Business Affairs and Labor Committee and Health and Insurance Committee, we have our SMART Act hearing upon adjournment. So in just the next few minutes, we're meeting across the way in the Old State Library. The Senate is already adjourned, so I would head over there in just a few minutes. We'll get started with the Joint Business Affairs and Labor SMART Act hearing. Thanks.
All right, Representative Holtorf.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, esteemed colleagues. In the tradition of last year, from time to time during announcements and introductions, I'm going to come and let us remember that there are many national days that we need to recognize. Today, January 21st, is National Hugging Day. So if you feel like you need to give a hug or you need a hug, I want you to consider that it's National Hugging Day, but more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, it's Squirrel Appreciation Day. So if you got a nut or you are a nut or you act like a nut, go out and say hi to the squirrels and appreciate those squirrels out there.
Thank you, Representative Holtorf. Before I recognize you, Representative McKean, I will say that you might have taken the announcement that Representative Luck was going to make about it being National Hug Day. But regardless, thanks for that announcement. Minority Leader McKean.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I woke up not knowing this, but it's my day. First of all, hug is 3/4 of my name, and I think it's something we all ought to do a little more. And I threw a tie on this morning without knowing. Seriously, I did not know it was National Squirrel Day, but I wore my squirrel tie. So this all worked out.
Representative Baisley.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Requesting a couple days off to go under the knife. A little rotator cuff surgery going on. February 3 and 4, I have permission and signature. And if you do hug me, could you do it kind of gentle? Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Baisley. So approved, and our thoughts are with you. And if there's anything we can do to help during the recovery, let us know.
All good. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Representative Weissman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I chatted with Rep. Baisley about his pending procedure. I think the story is there was a lifting competition between you and the representative from Castle Rock, and you got the better of it, but incurred an injury along the way. That's the story, and I'm sticking to it. Anyway, Mr. Speaker, as we wrap a week here and get ready for our first 5-day week, I thought I would share some words that came back to me earlier this week. I think it's good for all of us to bear this in mind. Our mission is to plant ourselves at the gates of hope, not the prudent gates of optimism, which are somewhat narrower, not the stalwart, boring gates of common sense, nor the strident gates of self-righteousness, which creak on shrill and angry hinges, nor the cheerful, flimsy garden gate of everything's going to be all right, but a different, sometimes lonely place, the piece of ground from which you see the world, both as it is and as it could be, as it will be. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Weissman. Representative Luck.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So it is Friday, and as I announced last Friday, it is National Hugging Day, and so I asked you all to, if you saw anyone acting with compassion, to put a note in the box back there. This morning when I checked, there was no note, and so I am just going to honor someone for what I saw this week. When Representative Michelson-Jeannet shared with us her thoughts, another representative came down here in strong support, and I believe that was a demonstration of compassion. And so, Representative Holtorf, I just want to toast you this week for your compassion. I'd also like to call out whoever stole the popcorn off of Representative Sandridge's desk, because that's less than compassionate, gotta say. Next week, because it is National Lego Week next week, anybody who sees someone with skill, who demonstrates skillfulness, if you want to put something in that box, or any other thing that you think, just to honor something good about each other, that would be great. And as always, you are loved and amazing. You are worthy and adored. And I can't wait to see you guys again soon.
Thank you, Representative Luck. And I'm not a betting man, but if I were, I'd probably put my money in Representative Neville if there was a lifting contest between Representative Neville and Representative Baisley. With that, Majority Leader Escar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that the House stand in recess until later today. Happy Friday, happy weekend, everyone.
Seeing no objection, the House will stand in recess until later today.